This is Mr. Brown, Black Talk Radio Philadelphia. Right now, caller, state your name.
Yeah, John Morrison.
John Morrison. Mr. Morrison, how you doing today?
I'm chilling, man.
Chilling, doing all right. The topic that we have for tonight is the Philadelphia black mentality. Now, when I say the black mentality, I basically mean how we treat each other, how we greet each other, and how we handle situations. The full black mentality in Philadelphia. How do you feel about this, Mr. Morrison?
Well, as far as it applies to black people and really human beings in general. We need to realize that the real power in this world is the power of collective action, the power of collective responsibility, shared responsibility, collaboration, and openness. If you're walking in a world without those principles, nothing that you do is going to succeed. If we take it to Philly, like local, hip-hop or whatever, everybody talk about it for since day one in Philly hip-hop, you know what I mean? Cats been saying, every group that come out, every MC, every artist that come out say, I'm going to put Philly on the map. I'm going to put Philly on the map. And, what we don't realize in our own short-sightedness, we don't realize that what's going to make us successful in life is interdependence, collaboration. You know what I'm saying? So if you talking your little squad or your little block or your little team or whatever that's got a movement going, and your movement ain't reaching out and utilizing the collective energy and collective will of the people, you bound to fail.
Now, Mr. Morrison, let me ask you another question. Do you feel that your brother, your fellow Philadelphia brother, do you feel that they want you to succeed in whatever you do?
I mean, I assume love, you know what I mean? God is universal, so whenever I walk in a room, I assume there's love in the room. Now, my practical mind tells me that that's not always the case or the situation, so, we got to be realistic as well, but I don't assume nobody hating on me. You know what I mean? Niggas say, such and such is hating or cats is hating. We always shouting out haters, 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 haters. You draw a hate energy to you when you do that. I shout out love. So I draw a love energy to me. I feel personally people want to see me do well. Is it, people that are legitimately haters that don't want to see cats do well? Sure, of course. But,
now, Mr.
The
Morrison,
average person I meet or the average person that hear my music or see some of the things that I'm trying to do for the betterment of the people and for the betterment and enrichment of life, I feel they wish me well because I'm doing God's work. How you don't wish God's work to succeed? If you're doing that, you completely backwards.
Now, one thing I'm going to key on is the statement you made. You said collective responsibility. Could you elaborate on that? What you said, collective responsibility, Mr. Morrison?
We got to work together, basically. You know what I'm saying? The Walmart and the military-industrial complex and the Republicans and the Democrat and Obama dropping bombs on Africa and the oil companies polluting the air and the lobbyists getting trillion-dollar checks for Wall Street and all this other mess is happening on the negative side. The reason why the negative is winning, it ain't got nothing to do with Illuminati. It ain't got nothing to do with these niggas sitting up in offices, Bilderberg Group, sitting in offices doing satanic rituals with Kanye West. None of that stuff is real. None of that stuff is real. What's happening is you have greedy people, corporate interests, and the politicians that they buy, that they pay off, working in collaboration to make our lives miserable for profit. We chilling. We on Facebook. We on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We watching 3D hyper digital TV that's just, lulled us into sleep into a dreamland while they working to get theirs. What I mean by collective responsibility and collective action, the people, if you're not in power, If you go to work every day, or you an artist, or you live on the street, or you in the hood, or whatever, if you one of the people who's not, at the top 1%, and you being exploited, get together with your neighbor and make something happen. Get out of Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
support your
the
local
problem...
Get off the radio. Support your local independent artists. Support independent media. Turn off CNN and MSNBC and Fox News that's lying to you. That's what I mean by collective responsibility. They're not winning because they're better than us. They're not winning because they're smarter than us. They're winning because they actually doing something.
Yes, sir. Now...
That's how I feel. That's what I mean by collective. Community has to. It ain't nothing written that black people or poor people got to be downtrodden. Ain't nothing written in stone that say that. We don't pull together and work. We not doing the serious work that it takes to succeed.
Now,
and to liberate ourselves.
Now, Mr. Morrison. Now, now the thing I've witnessed. I went to a historical black college, Norfolk State University. Now, the thing I've witnessed from being down south and then coming back home to Philadelphia is that we don't support each other on whatever it is. I don't care if you have a stand on a corner, you're doing music, or you run a daycare, some type of business. We don't support anything that the next person does. Now, to me, this is, you're almost cutting off your own hand. Now, say for instance, if you're running a business, Mr. Morrison, and you have, and I don't want to see you succeed. Now, your business could help my business grow, whatever I want to do. By your success, it could open up eyes to my success. But we don't think like that here. Everything's a selfish mentality, and I think it definitely has to stop.
Yeah. Well, what I would say is, not to cut you off, but what I would say is, we gotta realize, historically, see, black people, we floating around because we don't have no historical perspective. You know what I'm saying? We just out in the world.
How can you now this is the thing. How can you have a historical perspective if you don't read about it, or you don't speak on when people, when like for instance, the Mr. Morrison, I've been pulled over so many times just driving around Philadelphia for no reason, but we don't speak on it. If we don't speak on it, nothing can be done about it.
Yeah, I mean, that goes back to, what I said with collective action and collective responsibility. The only way, the squeaky wheel gets the oil. So the only way that we're going to succeed, the only way that we're going to progress is not just to speak on it, but to also put action behind the words that we speak in. Black people got to get serious, man. You know what I mean? It's all good. We all party and have fun or whatever, but we got to be putting our strength, hard work, dedication, the intelligence, and the imagination that God gave us to make a better world for ourselves, and be serious about it. The Democrats ain't going to give it to you. And these boozy niggas switching over to the Republicans, they ain't going to give it to you either. Neither is the Tea Party or the Libertarians. We need real independence and real liberation and real community. That's our problem. Black people with the South, you drew the parallel. You said with the South, brothers of support when you go down south, those brothers down south are about their business, flat out about their business, not playing that. And if they don't get what they want, they definitely will let you know it through radio. Anything it takes, they'll do it. And I would love to do that in Philadelphia. That's why I started this radio thing and trying to get it going. And I would love to do this in Philadelphia. This is a major city in the United States. Majority black. We have black mayors. What we don't have is a lot of black leaders. We definitely don't have a lot of black leaders in Philadelphia. Like, we're minus black leaders in Philadelphia. There's some, but a lot of them don't hit hard and don't speak out for it.
You know, if there's a black
people
leader,
gotta be willing. The people gotta be willing as well, because it's no Martin Luther King not gonna come back out the grave. God bless the dead. Malcolm X not gonna come out the grave or down from heaven or none of that, man. We all have to engage ourselves in the serious work of personal revolution. You know what I mean? If you're not about nothing, I ain't saying that, you know, I'm out in the streets every day, you know, going to war against the beast. What I'm saying is, you know, I'm working on my plan for this war against the beast. It's really a war of survival and a war of collective good.
Now when you say the war against the beast, what do you mean by the war against the beast?
What I'm saying is a war against exploitive corporate interests, a war against the corrosion of quote-unquote democracy by corporate interests. What I'm talking about is the richest of the rich exploiting the most vulnerable of our society and a select few elites that are trampling on the masses of people, and the masses of people are allowing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They allowing it. Halliburton, I said it in a rhyme, you know what I mean? Y'all being led lambs to the slaughter. No, I see run around dead, lambs led to the slaughter. Halliburton dumping diesel fuel in your drinking water. You know what I mean? We gotta realize what's going on outside of the world of what's happening on.
Now, let me ask you something, Mr. Morrison. I don't mean to cut you off. Now, on a personal level, us as black males in Philadelphia, black, Hispanic, or wherever it may be, we all live together. What can we do to, on a personal level, support each other and aid each other to success in Philadelphia?
We gotta get serious. You know what I mean? We gotta get serious about number one, you know, obviously is spiritual enrichment and spiritual empowerment. You're not talking to God on some serious level, and I'm not talking about religion. I ain't talking about Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Hinduism, Sikhism, Buddhism, or anything you can find a religious or spiritual system. Whatever you want to do is fine. I'm talking beyond that. I'm talking about your personal communion with God and your personal love for yourself, your God, and your fellow man. You're not walking in the world with that, you're bound to fail. I don't care what kind of intellectual discussion you can make against an abstract concept of whether there's a God in the sky or anything like that. I'm talking about you don't have reverence for the life that the Creator has given us. Anything you do is bound to fail from the beginning.